Peace. Welcome to Town Park. Welcome to West Oakland. We're here in historic Infirmary Park in West Oakland. We built our own skate park with the help from the local community, local skate community. It's all about creating something special for the kids in this community. Big up. Peace.
Say a little bit about mine, yo. I was born in a season where the world was quiet and cold. Celebrations were going on. Some were happy, some were sad. Some felt bad from being good, some felt good from being bad. And feelings plans to change, but they never leave. They're here to stay. Holiday, holiday, happy birthday. Teenage love, the first cut run deep. Skin on flesh, this is the Brooklyn streets. Yeah, under odds, 7 and 3 MD. The history. Every soul got one thing. It's where you been and where you be. And without understanding, you cannot proceed complete. The start and the end. Then it just go round again. Yeah. Boom. Fresh. Cool. Yo. Let's move. In the decadence, where did worship what they have? Ford was president, do the math. War was ended when the North Vietnamese stole the city of Saigon. He was like, he was gone, and bygones and bygones. I'm gone, spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. Where they hug you with the firearm, child on. Like new school clothes, Black Star officially. Smash, we do the show, facts, no mystery. I'm down with the cool like Mussolini in Italy. I rock with the ropes like a Giventry. Powerful bigotry of what me and my people got. This is the race, rappers double down considerably. We get it poppin' like a hit chorus. The flow is historic. They can't get rid of us. You pick with us, and we lay the law like Leviticus. 10 years ago we made history, so they miss us. Yeah. Fresh. Cool. Yo. Let's move. And don't call it and come back and what's a color. Even if we're blended to ephemera, I mean into a referral transmission of the minister's original. We're broadcast clear without the minister. Black Star, so top burning, soul temperatures and ministers. Alkalines, aminos, and minerals, essentials. Served over dinner time signatures. Historical material remembrance right now forever. Yeah. Fresh. Cool. Yo. Let's move.
Damn, son.
The society here in America, in some fashion, considers art as a luxury. In other words, if there's enough budget left over, perhaps we'll put a little something over there. I wouldn't let that discourage anybody. I wouldn't want that to discourage anyone, because as an artist, you're just going to be an artist anyway. My name is Karen Cusilito. I'm a large-scale artist. I build large pieces from salvage materials or recycled materials in a 6-acre artist facility. I have 110 tenants here doing art and innovation and usual combinations of both of those things.
Okay.
My work artistically is generally inspired by the environment and humanity and the combinations of both of those things. I tend to gravitate toward the human form to express those concepts. I think the human form is a very common and simple language, visual language for us to understand in terms of emotion and intention and expression. I could pretty much draw before I could talk, so I think I've always been an artist. It's gone through many translations. I've gone into painting and then small mixed media sculptures, and then this was in about 1991 I got certified for welding, and it wasn't with the intention that I would be building bridges so much as I really wanted to understand the science behind welding and what it would enable me to do. So from there I started working on progressively bigger and bigger pieces. And I think I'm pretty much at my max. I might actually want to make some smaller pieces that are a little more portable. For the larger pieces that I've worked on, the process starts always with a concept. There's always a message that I need to speak artistically. Invariably that starts with drawings. From there is a small scale model. I've got 6-inch models for some of the 30-foot tall figures, and I'm working now on it's probably about a 2-foot tall model for something that I think will also be about 30 feet in height. What is a really interesting component is to bring in other people to collaborate and work on projects. So through that process, teaching metal skills, welding, things of that sort to folks, and then doing some really careful instruction on how the forms come together.
Standoff. Another option we're thinking about was cables.
The feeling that the process of making art gives me almost always is equal parts of exhilaration and exhaustion. It takes a lot of energy to produce something on just about any scale, really, because you're giving this object your energy. It's taking some of you into itself. So there's a depletion, but at the same time it's really energizing because you're seeing this thing take shape out of your brain, something that you just thought about one day and suddenly you're building it, and before you know it you're moving it to an exhibit someplace. I think working in metal is intriguing to me because it's stronger, heavier, and less flexible than myself. I need to convince it and kind of coax it to do what I want it to do. The bigger pieces generally start with a very simple structural armature like a skeleton. From that, and that process can take about four weeks to get it fabricated and welded. You can achieve a certain scale with metal that you can't with paper or wood. That doesn't mean that I've stopped drawing, but I guess I draw now perhaps with the intention of it being a sketch for something that I will build rather than a complete idea in and of itself. What I want people to see when they see one of my pieces is the illusion I've created for them.
I think this is amazing. I know.
I want them to be swept up into the joy or the sorrow or the lamentation or whatever the gesture of the piece is. Well, I have to say that I'm almost always inspired by other artists. I think it's reciprocal because everybody's work is different. Everybody works in a different medium or with a different type of intention. So it's we're always inspiring each other. It's an amazingly diverse community that I'm a part of. Everybody working in everything from stone and metal to glass and wood and digital media and just anything people are doing. There's trapeze artists and aerialists. It's all part of what inspires me. There are a lot of challenges, especially in this most recent iteration, both being an artist and then running this 6-acre warehouse. A 6-acre warehouse almost always takes precedence over the art that I want to do, and that hopefully is about to change. But for right now, I'm working really hard to get this community solidified and to get a lot of the magic that's happening here in American Steel out there in the world where people can acknowledge and appreciate it. If I think about the American Steel facility as an art project, it's really gratifying. I'm really proud of what everybody here is doing. I'm really happy with what it's become. And I think I'm taking inspiration from that, and I've started sketching out my next piece. I've got a small scale model underway in my studio now, so I can sense that I'm getting back into the art and then the next challenge that itself will bring to me. In your process, you're going to inspire other people, and you just have to keep moving forward, and there will be challenges and there will be times when you're scratching your head wondering why you're doing it because nobody out there, there's no place for it. But there is. It starts here and it goes there and it touches other people.